Once upon a time, Gautama Buddha, the enlightened one, journeyed across the vast lands of ancient India, spreading the message of peace and truth with his large group of disciples. They traveled from village to village, never staying in one place for more than a few days, as Buddha had instructed them to avoid forming attachments. However, during the monsoon season, when travel became perilous, they would seek shelter in the cities, finding refuge in the homes of those who welcomed them. One rainy season, Buddha and his disciples arrived in a bustling city. Buddha, with his infinite wisdom, instructed his disciples to disperse and preach the Dharma while taking shelter wherever they were invited. Among these disciples was Ananda, a devoted monk known for his compassionate nature and serene presence. As Ananda went from door to door, seeking alms and sharing the teachings of Buddha, he came upon the home of a beautiful woman. This woman, with eyes full of kindness, bowed to Ananda and offered him food. "O noble monk," she said, "I have heard that during the monsoon, monks seek shelter in the homes of the people. I humbly invite you to stay in my house for the duration of the rains. But I must tell you, I am a prostitute by profession. If you don't mind, I would be honored to have you as my guest." Ananda, with a gentle smile, replied, "I am but a humble disciple, and I must seek the guidance of my master, the Buddha, before accepting your kind offer." That evening, Ananda returned to Buddha and recounted the events of the day. He asked, "Gurudev, a woman of ill repute has invited me to stay at her home during the monsoon. Should I accept her invitation?" Buddha, with a serene and knowing smile, responded, "Ananda, if she has invited you with sincerity and love, you must go and stay with her. The purity of your heart will not be tainted by the circumstances of another's life. Instead, your presence may bring light where there is darkness." The other disciples were taken aback by Buddha's words. They whispered among themselves, "How can a monk live in a prostitute's house? Has our spiritual path been compromised?" Buddha, aware of their concerns, spoke gently yet firmly. "Why do you worry so? If you truly believe that our way of life is the highest, then it cannot be threatened by the way of others. If there is indeed something more profound in her way of living, then I, too, shall embrace it. But remember, compassion and truth are the greatest forces in this world." And so, Ananda went to stay at the woman's house. She welcomed him warmly, providing him with food, shelter, and even a warm blanket against the cold rains. Each evening, she sang and danced before him, trying to please her guest. But Ananda remained steadfast in his meditation, his mind focused on the eternal truth. The neighbors, hearing the music and seeing the monk in the company of a prostitute, began to gossip, assuming that Ananda had succumbed to worldly pleasures. However, as the rains subsided and the monsoon came to an end, the city noticed a change. The once vibrant music and dance from the woman's house had ceased. Ananda emerged from the house, not alone, but with the woman by his side. She had transformed, her heart touched by the monk's unwavering devotion and the teachings of Buddha. Together, they returned to Buddha. The woman, with tears of gratitude in her eyes, prostrated before the enlightened one and said, "Gurudev, my way of life was misguided and empty. Through Ananda, I have glimpsed the path of truth and peace. I wish to leave behind my old life and seek the eternal truth through your guidance." Buddha smiled and welcomed her into the fold of his disciples. He turned to his followers and said, "This is the power of compassion and truth. It transcends all barriers and brings light to even the darkest of places. Let this be a lesson to all of you that no soul is beyond redemption, and no heart is so hardened that it cannot be softened by the touch of true love and understanding." And so, the woman became a nun, dedicating her life to the pursuit of enlightenment. The story of Ananda and the prostitute spread far and wide, a testament to the transformative power of compassion and the boundless wisdom of the Buddha. From that day on, the people who heard this tale were reminded of the importance of humility, compassion, and the unwavering pursuit of truth, no matter where they found themselves in life. If you enjoyed this story, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales, and leave a comment below to let us know which story you'd like to hear next.